Nityanandam. With all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I welcome you all to this video again. Today, I want to share some of the joyful moments of living in the Adinam, which is where we follow a very strict monastic lifestyle. I'm sure the statement must be quite surprising to quite a few of my viewers, because not many monks are so well dressed up, so well decorated. But Swamiji here is promoting the agamas, in which the lifestyle and the way human beings should hold themselves, project themselves, is defined by Lord Shiva himself. The purpose Lord Shiva defines specifically how men should dress, how women should dress, what ornaments men should wear and what ornaments women should wear, what ornaments a male child should wear, what ornaments a female child should wear. He so specifically, in detail, explains why wearing what, dressing how, helps each human being evolve to higher consciousness, evolve to balancing their male and the female energies, which leads to, of course, a blissful, joyful lifestyle. Which is what we used to have in the ancient Vedic period. Coming back to the ancient Vedic period, and if you look at the various photographs and study with the lifestyle, you will see women were always well decked up. They always used to look so auspicious in looking, not in the way we modern women dress up with no bindi, with no earrings. We think that's fashionable. But when I see a traditional woman wearing a beautiful bindi, wearing beautiful earrings, and so beautifully presented, versus a highly modern, highly super successful woman who doesn't wear bindi, who doesn't wear any of these and wears one of the best suits, I find a stark difference that this woman, the Indian woman, looks so auspicious versus this lady who may be super successful, who may be having a name, but I am not able to identify or understand the word auspicious when I see her. Auspiciousness is the very word, the very lifestyle of ancient Vedic lifestyle. As we shared in many of our videos before, Swamiji is just trying to revive the ancient Vedic lifestyle, which was based on the agamas. Today I wanted to share with you why we have 3 nose pins. This is quite surprising, right? Many women either wear on one side or on 2 sides, but on 3, very few. I'm sure all of you would be surprised to know that it's not a hippie lifestyle. It has been promoted by Lord Shiva himself, and almost 10,000 and thousands of years ago, he was explaining to Devi why women should be wearing these 3 nose pins, because it balances the breath energy so beautifully that your in breath and the out breath is perfectly balanced with the nature outside. So nowhere will you feel that women, in fact you can ask women who wear these nose pins or anything, whether they have anything related to sinus, whether they experience headaches or any of these, and you will understand how Lord Shiva was able to show us a healthy lifestyle which is not dependent on any kind of a medication. I'd like to share some more about this beautiful agama lifestyle which Lord Shiva wanted each and every human being to practice. Because now when I am practicing, I understand what I missed in my childhood, and I wish for each and every one of us to understand and follow it. I'm sure many of you all would have read that Kashi, or Varanasi as we know it today, has been proven by none less than IIT Kharagpur as being the first civilization ever on this planet. And this civilization was established by Lord Shiva himself. Now, many of you will be wondering why Lord Shiva had to come down from Kailasha to establish a human civilization when he had his own kingdom in Kailasha. If you read some of the mythological stories, you will find a huge connect. Otherwise, I really recommend you all to Google search it. When Lord Daksha was killed, Lord Daksha being Lord Shiva's father-in-law, was killed due to different circumstances, the human civilization had no leader. So Lord Shiva stepped down from Kailasha to lead human civilization, human beings. And when he did that, he established himself in Kashi. And it is there that he told Devi and his close associates, among which are Nandi and his Shivaganas, what every human being has to do from the moment he is born till the moment he dies. In fact, even when he's in mother's womb, what each human being must do for each other to lead a blissful, enlightened, civilized lifestyle. And dressing like this is one of the most important parameters he has stressed in the Agamas. Please watch out for more, because I'll be sharing more about this beautiful Agamic lifestyle in more of my videos in the future. Thank you for listening to me. Hope to see you again. Nityanandam.